says that it will deploy soldiers to help quell unrest sparked by the jailing of former President Jacob Zuma. At least 6 people have been killed in the looting and protests. Violence broke out last week when Zuma began serving a 15-month sentence for contempt of court. Now, looters have ransacked a mall in the coastal city of Durban overnight. Another shopping mall lay in ruins in nearby regional capital of KwaZulu-Natal after it was torched on Sunday. This unrest is mainly concentrated in Zuma's home province of KwaZulu-Natal, but it is also spreading to Johannesburg, South Africa's economic powerhouse. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has condemned the violence. Here's what he had to say.
While there are those who may be hurt,
On this Sunday night, the war in America. The riots rage out of control.
I'm frustrated and I'm angry and I feel powerless.
The violence that has hijacked protests across the U.S. George Floyd's death brings racism to the forefront.
He's just the latest tipping point in a string of killings.
The rallying cries for police accountability and equal justice. The accusations that Donald Trump is inflaming the unrest.
The president has a role to play nationally in calming the unrest.
Why hasn't the president appealed for calm? And the fury spreads to Canada and other parts of the world.
Meanwhile, thousands of demonstrators took to the streets across France on Saturday, believe it or not, to protest against President Emmanuel Macron's latest measures to push people to get vaccinated to curb the rising cases. Our next report gets you all the details from France.
Over 100,000 people marched across France Saturday to protest against President Emmanuel Macron's plans to force the vaccination of health workers and require a COVID-19 vaccine certificate or negative test to gain entry to bars, restaurants, and movie theaters. Demonstrators say Macron's sweeping measures announced this week to fight a surge in COVID infections infringe on their freedom of choice.
Vaccinations are really about individual freedom. Everyone can choose. That's not the theme here today. The theme is about the absence of freedom that is unfortunately continuing to grow in this country. That's it. They're taking away our freedoms little by
For weeks, thousands of angry protesters have been marching through the streets of the capital of Port-au-Prince, demanding that President Jovenel Moïse step down.
Démocratie, coup d'État, moi, pas besoin. Démocratie, kidnapping, non, pas besoin. Démocratie, en vérité, faut jouer Haïti.
The president's term officially ended on February 7th, but Moïse wants to govern for another 12 months because he took office a year after he was voted in. Now, these protesters are demanding new elections. Opponents say the president is stalling so he can grab more power, but he has the backing of the U.S. and Haiti's police force.
These are the chants that rocked Cuba when the biggest anti-government protests there in decades erupted on July 11th. It's a rare sight on the island where public demonstrations of this scale against the ruling Communist Party rarely happen.
There is no other point of comparison here. This was completely unprecedented. It's a result of what we keep calling a perfect storm of factors affecting the Cuban people.
Cuba has been distraught with severe food and medicine shortages, which have gotten worse during the pandemic. But it's not just these factors that led to this breaking point. So how did we get here? The Cuba we know today
YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI, it's the brother YAHAWAH, here with a hopeful, edifying video. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWAHSHI, and double honors to the apostles and elders I learned this truth from, men at GMS, and the brethren with a like-minded doctrine. You see in the video the uproar to the people throughout the world. I want to get this out of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1, starting at verse 1. And it reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which is the point, the uproar to the people, the point of this video, read it again. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. So, even reading on, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and the endings and effects and signs. So basically, that's what you see in there, you know. Like the point was in verse 4. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. So the end is manifest. You see the uproars of the people throughout the world, and there's also various earthquakes and volcanoes erupting throughout the world, you know. So I just want to make this short hit. Hope the body of YAHAWAHSHI YAHAWAHSHI will edify. I want to say call YAHAWAH Ba'Shem Rakakadas. And Dua the YAHAWAHSHI YAHAWAHSHI Barakata Yahawah Barakata YAHAWAHSHI Barakata Yahawah Barakata YAHAWAHSHI Barakata Yahawah Barakata YAHAWAHSHI. And Shalom to the next time. Yahawah Ratazah.